Hello everyone, welcome back to Year 8 Mathematics. My name is Victor, and in the last video we learned how to expand brackets by multiplying them. Today we're going to be putting the car in reverse. We're going to start with the expanding expression and pack it all back into brackets. We call this factorizing. And it looks something like this. We learned that we have expanded this into this, basically. Sorry. So you have learned this. Now we're gonna do it the other way around. We've gone from left to right. Now we're going to go from right to left. This is what we're going to do. So let's get into our first example, because that is how you learn all of these concepts. We're going to go the other way around. Now we're going to factorize 5x plus 15. Now, first step we're going to do is find the highest common factor first. We're going to name this HCF. This number will unlock everything. We need to find the biggest number that divides perfectly into 5 and 15. Now, what is that number? That number can only be 5. So let's write our 5 here. And once we have identified our HCF number, all we need to do is to write this 5 and then write brackets here. Once we've done that, we need to find what goes inside these brackets. We divide each original term by the factor we pulled out. So we need to divide 5x by 5. Now we need to show it on your left here. 5x divided by 5 is going to be x. So I'll write x here. 15 divided by 5 is going to be 3. That's positive 3, not negative 3. So I need to write plus 3 here. And so that will be our answer. As you can see, I have the 5 outside the bracket and x plus 3 inside of the bracket. And so I have my factorized answer. And so we have done our first step, and then of course if you're a little bit paranoid and unsure, then you need to check by expanding them back. So expanding them back, it basically means that we can do the arrow method or the arrow model. I'm going to do this. So the first arrow shows that 5 multiplied by x will give us 5x. The arrow second arrow over here will give us 5 multiplied by positive 3, which basically means 15. And if we compare these two, they are the exact same, and so that is completely correct. So I want to try a harder one. So 12y minus 18. Now I want to find this HCF of both numbers. Okay. Now what goes into 12 and 18? 2 goes in, that's fine, but there can be a bigger number. 3 goes in, this can still be a bigger number. What about 4? Doesn't really work because 18 can't divide by 4. So what we'll settle with the number 6. You can test this with the number 7 up to even 11 or 12, but you'll find that there will be one number that either one of these two factors can really divide by. So 6 is the highest, so always pull the highest factor possible. So once we find our HCF number, our job is easier. We write this 6 outside the bracket, and then we divide these two by 6. So we need to find them. So 12y divided by 6 is going to be 2y. Sorry for it's a little bit small, so I'll write 2y here. Minus 18 divided by 6 is going to be minus 3, so minus 3. So that is our answer right there. Be careful with the signs, of course. You need to write the negatives. So close the bracket, you have the answer is 6 bracket 2y minus 3. Of course, you want to check by expanding them back in your head. 12y minus 18, it works because 6 multiplied by 2 is 12. 6 multiplied by minus 3 is minus 18. For the next one, with example number 3, we're using letters. This is a trap, of course, because in our first step, we want to find the HCF. The numbers 4 and 8 share a common factor of 4, yes. However, if you look very closely, you will see that both of these factors contain x. So because they contain x, they can divide by x. So it means that the highest common factor is actually 4 with an x. So it's 4x right here. So that's our HCF. Once we have our HCF, it's again, as usual, we have our 4x outside, and then we have a brackets inside. We're going to divide these 4x squared and 8x by 4x to find what's inside of this bracket. I'll do it on the side here. 4x squared divided by 4x is going to be x. 8x divided by 4x is going to be 2. So I throw this x first and then positive 2 here, so x plus 2. And that will give us 4x multiply bracket x plus 2. Yeah, and then we want to check by expanding them back. We have the arrow method here. So the first arrow will give us 4x multiply x would be 4x squared. The second arrow will give us 4 multiplied by 2, which would be 8, and then give us x, so 4x squared plus 8x. So yeah, so we do 2 steps: finding HCF, finding this these numbers that are inside the brackets, and then check by expanding them back. So always find this HCF number, and always never hand in a test without actually spending like 10 or 15 seconds to actually check by expanding it back. It saves points, and yeah, it's not really that hard to do. Okay, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.